Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about bullying, but first let me give you an update. The last two videos that I uploaded, you guys, I was so sick. I had like a cold that was out of this world, accompanied by a fever. I was so sick with those in the last two videos that I made. I didn't mention it in those videos. Yeah, I didn't mention it in those videos, but I was so sick. Like, I felt awful. um what happened? I think one of the videos was like really short. I I didn't know. I thought that I had the flu, but when I went to go see my doctor, it was nothing more than a cold. And yeah, I wasted my last COVID test and everything. I have more now, but that day, like, I was just like, I didn't know what was going on with me. I woke up feeling sick, so I'm just like, okay, this is the first thing I was thinking is like, okay, this is some kind of purification or something. So it got worse as the day progressed. Sometimes, you know how you could feel sick when you wake up, but throughout the day you're okay, you manage to push through it, and maybe you feel sick like when you lay down to go to sleep at night. um for 3 days I was sick from morning, noon till night. But the reason why I was uploading those videos is because I wrote on my calendar that I'm going to post on my channel. So I stayed true to what I was gonna do, and so that's why I uploaded on that day. So alhamdulillah rabbil alamin, I feel so much better. I haven't uploaded in a few weeks. I went on holiday. I was on vacation. I went holiday. So, and although I could have still uploaded and recorded, I just didn't feel like it. So I didn't do it. I just took that time off. But while I was enjoying myself on holiday vacation, I kept thinking about the YouTubers that, you guys, you know how YouTubers, like, sometimes they will not post for a very long time, whether it's a month or more than a month, and they come back and they're like, hi guys. Like, they will make a reason, like, I've got a lot of big projects going on, and you guys, I'm gonna show you here in the near future. And then it's like a person that you're subscribed to, you watch their videos, and then nothing, they never tell you what the big project was, why they didn't upload for a month or 3 months. Or no, that is so not me. I shouldn't be saying that, but I've been subscribed to people that I'm just like, I wonder what the big, surprise is, like, what's the project, and they never come out with it. I think those are the people who feel like they need to say or they need to make up a reason why they didn't upload. And it could be many reasons. It could just be as simple as mine. I just didn't feel like it in that time. But they'll pretend like they have things going on, and that's a part of pressure that I think the world makes people feel like they always have to have something going on, and where are they? And I'm pretty sure they see messages like that in their IG, in their comment sections, and just whatever. So they feel like they need to come back and make up oh, I have this going on, that going on, I have something coming out, and then this project never comes to be. Like, but no, I'm not going to do that here. I'm just going to tell you, I just didn't upload. Although I thought about it, I'm just like, no, I'm just not going to do it. I don't feel like it. I'm not going to do it. So I want to address bullying. Bullying is a part of life. It is a part of life. And something happened at work recently, where it really got me to thinking. Like, it's a part of life. I think it's a part of every part of life. It happens to children, adults, in different ways, different forms. It happens in every stage of life. You guys, stay tuned for this, because I'm gonna tell you a remedy. I'm gonna show you, because we always say, oh, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but we don't actually use that to a lot of people don't use that to their advantage. So you could have bullying in your family, you could have bullying at work, you could have bullying in school, bullying just in your own friend group. Bullying exists everywhere. It's like a very dirty, mean, demonic spirit that just wraps people. And even if you're a person who's not naturally like a bully, people are like, if you can't beat them, join them. They will help to bully somebody else, either by their silence or just by coming into agreement with just bothering somebody, even a kind spirit, even a person who's like very disgruntled, like on the inside, they may not show it on the outside, but they don't feel worthy on the inside. Even those kind of people who see somebody just saying or doing a kind gesture to another person, even that little thing could bother somebody, and it will make them feel like they need to bully you. I'm trying to think of some more examples, but yeah, it feels like it's inescapable actually to be bullied. You have teachers that bully students, managers that bully other employees, managers that actually encourage fights to happen at work, managers that actually encourage fights that happen in your workplace, in your school, in whatever, if you're in a volunteer group, whether you're going to a mosque or church, just whatever it is. So many people come into agreement with bullying. Being online, that is the most vicious space you can be in. And I say it's the most vicious space you can be in because the people who are holding the door for you, I think I've said this before, the people who are holding the door for you to enter or exit whatever building you may be going in or out of, those very much are the people who are online being terrible to other people. So without being too specific, okay, I'll leave that story alone. Sorry guys. I'm just gonna, because in my story times I feel like I try not to say too many details, and then the story comes off like to people like there's something missing from that. I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me get into reminding you guys, what do I say in a lot of my videos? Get up in the night. It doesn't matter how you were raised, where you're from. Have a relationship with God. Talk to God about this. He already knows God already knows how you're feeling, right? The Creator already knows how you're feeling. He needs you to be in relationship with Him. And you know how you're going to know if you have a good relationship with God or not? How often are you talking to God? Not just only the surface of praise and worship. How often are you actually in relationship with your Creator? That is how you're going to know how He feels about you. If you're just a person who you're coming to Him in just when you're in a place of hardship, no, you got to be in a place with Him, having a relationship with Him while you're in a good place, and having the better times and in the not so good times. You have to make it a way of life. It's a way of life. You have to be in relationship with your Creator. If you're not, I can't say that He won't do miracles for you, because He does. He still will. God loves us, So you're going to know your relationship with God by how He is to you, from how you are with God. How are you keeping Him close with you in your life, in your conversation, in your decisions, asking for forgiveness and guidance. And when I say forgiveness, I am so serious. We have so many people that think there's a human being that died for them. What about the part that says be in repentance? If you're a person who thinks he has no sins, or you commit no sins, or you're not in a sinful place, still repent, still ask for forgiveness, still ask for guidance. God's guidance is amazing. I do not have a lot of people in my mouth, in my life. In my mouth? No, I don't have a lot of people in my mouth. I have no one in my mouth. Okay. But yeah, I don't have a lot of people in my life, right? I have people in my life just because I'm around people, but I don't have people personally in my life, right? What happens is just me consistently being in relationship with God. He guides my steps. And then even with God guiding my steps, I absolutely have to do what He says in the time that He says to do it. And a lot of times it comes in the time where I'm low energy, like spiritually and emotionally. Sometimes I still have to do it. If I'm in a space where I'm like, I really don't feel like doing this, I can't miss that window of time. I absolutely have to do it. This is how His guidance is. Because not that the window of opportunity won't come back around, but for quick results, how people say you want to bring in a manifestation, or bring in, I forget what word I'm looking for. You want a breakthrough to happen, you have to listen to God's guidance immediately when he tells you to. And you're going to know it's from God when you're in relationship with him, because the enemy always brings his packaging as well. And his packaging, it's always going to come in a pretty packaging, and it's going to come in a comfortable packaging. So anyways, what you want to do if you're in a space where you're being bullied, your child is being bullied, your spouse is being bullied, your friend is being bullied, whoever, yourself, someone you know, this is what you want to do. You want to consistently be in relationship with God. Number one, you have to do that, because this brings in really quick results, because you see God and God is seeking you. In a more closer, more intimate space. So what you want to do is you want to get up in the nighttime when everyone is sleeping. Most of the world, wherever you are, is sleeping. Get up at the nighttime. If you're a Muslim and you're watching this, you know you're going to do this while you're in sujood. You're going to be, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're not a Muslim, you are still, get up in the middle of the night. Start talking to God. Tell him what the situation is. And what you want to be saying is, remember, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Ask God to tie up those evil spirits that come through those people that are bothering you in whatever way that they're bothering you. I hope you guys are not clicking out this video. Whatever way, ask God to, this is spiritually. Remember, we're spirit first. This comes in the spiritual realm first. You don't want it to come to the natural or the earthly realm, okay? So you need this blocked. You need God to dispatch his angels on your behalf to stop this behavior in that person. Or sometimes they will come through people you don't even know that just want to just bring your world down. Ask God to dispatch his angels on your behalf and bind those demons up in that person so that they're not able to come for you. They're not able to bother you. They're not able to, ask him to crush those demonic spirits within that person so that they are not being evil towards you or trying to set you up or just whatever the situation is, right? You can't let people, like, don't go around just saying this and telling people, and like, you can keep it to yourself. This is your relationship with God, right? This is your special, intimate, close relationship with God. You're going to be talking to him, right? And you got to do this on a regular basis. Remember, you got to make this a way of life. This is not just a one-time thing that you're just going to, like, bind up these demons that come through this person that tries to give me a hard time. You're going to do this all the time. A lot of time. Let me finish saying. I'm gonna finish saying what I was saying. Okay, so you ask God to bind up these demons, these shayateen, these evil spirits that are coming through the person to come and try and attack you, right? When you're back around that person, you're still going to be your normal, nice self. You're still gonna be, right? You want to watch and start seeing what starts happening. That person's messing up around you. And this is not, you're not praying for them to get in trouble. We don't pray like, let something bad happen to them. Not like that. Okay? You're going to see them start falling in front of you. It could be a physical fall. This sounds so crazy. But I'm talking to you from experience. Them start messing up in front of your eyes. Them start to be reprimanded by their managers or whoever is above them. You will start seeing their entire platform, their situation start crumbling right before your eyes. And when you do start seeing this, you're still not going to say anything. Not, that's what he gets, that's what she gets. Karma, God don't like ugly. You don't even do that. Silence. Your silence will be enough. They will know that you see this, their lives falling, not their life falling down in front of you. You know what I mean. It's not their life falling apart in front of you, but you will see them start to mess up. And then what happens is, once they are messing up, things are happening to them, they're not able to focus on you. That's it. They will stop focusing on you. And even I wish that I could show you guys. You will even see that, feel or see that demonic spirit even moving around through other people. That attack is off of you that day, and even the other person, that person or people will start trying to put out attacks on other people. This is a way to get your bullying situation under control, but you have to talk to God about it. I stress so hardly, stay in relationship with the creator of the heavens and the earth and everything in between. God knows everything. And I know for a lot of people that are hurt or in a space where they're just like want to push that word away, they just want to push even the thought of God away. I'm not going to say I don't understand how they could be in that space, because they're thinking, I'm a good person, I don't do anything to anybody, why is this happening to me? But they don't understand, because we're conditioned to believe you're a good person, good things are going to happen to you. But God, when he's bringing those hardships or allowing certain things to happen to you, he wants you to come to him and be in relationship with him, so he can start moving obstacles out of your way. And that's how you learn. We don't learn by we're just having born with a silver spoon in our mouth and everything is easily handed to us. We don't learn like that. We learn through that pinch, that uncomfortableness. I watched the Murdaugh case, a little bit of it. I can't watch that whole thing. A little bit of it. And it's so funny how I watched the reaction of the parents of the girl who was murdered. I hope I can say that word. You know how YouTube is. You say talking about anything that's knowledgeable or even educational or any words that they don't want in their algorithm, your video will be shoved down to the bottom. But the parents have been waiting for, I think, more than 2 years, maybe 2 years or more, to have this man put behind bars. That is a long time. I'm saying 2 years, right? It probably felt like 10 years to them, but they finally got to see. I don't think that they try to do anything to him or get back to him or have revenge on him or anything like that. But you see how God works? He allowed that man to just keep living, and even though he was awful in his doings, unaliving his wife and his son and all that. But how did it start? God starts ripping people's situations apart. His son got into the boating accident. It started there. Then his personal finances started to become, they're investigating and finding that criminal or illegal things were happening behind the scenes. Allow God to do the work for you. You cannot do God's work. You can't. What you can do is be in relationship with him and allow God to unfold things. Allow God to move hardships out of your way, fatalities, calamities. Allow God to do that work. Remember, we wrestle not against flesh and blood. You got to be in relationship with him. You got to talk to him about whatever is going on and ask him to remove those situations from you. Then you sit back. Please don't be a person that is telling people, oh, I prayed about it, and I'm praying for him, I'm praying for her. Don't do any of that. Keep your words to yourself. Be in relationship with your creator, the creator of every person that you can think of, whether you've met him or not. God created that person. Right? So you want to win battles spiritually first. We're not going to try and get people back. Let God do the work. All right? So I think this video is long enough, and I'm glad to be uploading again. I knew I would once I got back. And no, I don't really want to say where I've been, just because you guys already told you about the stalker situation, so I'm not even comfortable with that. So I mean, I'm okay with it, but I'm not just gonna like give details and stuff like that. It's not important. What's important is that I continue to give you the information that I know, and it was through going through hardships and experiences that now I want to share with you guys and show you how God lifted me and elevated how I think, how I feel, giving me better self-esteem, putting me in much better situations. But it didn't start easy. It started remember I said my whole life all of a sudden turned into a tornado, and it was because God ripped it up. It wasn't me. I would have stayed in that abusive relationship forever, because it was a place of safety and comfort for me. Even sometimes it wasn't safe, but it was what I knew, and I didn't know how to get out of it. But my creator knew how to get me out of it, and no, it wasn't comfortable, but he also knew how to bring me to a place where now there's comfort and ease. Also, anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm glad to be talking to you guys again, and yeah, that was just the update. Is there anything else? There's so many little story times that I actually could tell, but sometimes I just feel like those videos would be too short. I feel like I need to do story time videos that are multiple stories within that story time video. But also, I like to tell you guys about the spiritual glow up. And so for the 2 people that might take this in and just be like, okay, cool, let me try that. Let me, be in a better place with the Creator and see how this starts working for me, and watch miracles and blessings unfold right before your eyes. Remember, you are special to God. You're in His favor. You need to stay in relationship with Him. Make it a way of life. Also, let me add this before I close this video. When you're praying against like spiritual warfare, don't pray that prayer every single time you're praying, because when you pray this, a lot of times, God says yes. He's telling you yes. He's asking you, what do you want? You ask for forgiveness and guidance, and you say the things that you want, because He wants to bring it to you in the way that He's going to bring it to you. It's never going to be from how your mind is thinking. After a while, you need to start thanking Him for those things. That's how you grow your finances. Thank Him for the 1 penny that you have, that you may have found on the ground in the parking lot that day. Start thanking Him for what you already have. If you drank water that day, you're breathing air, you are walking around, you could be in a wheelchair, you could be bedridden, I don't know. You need to thank Him for your life and thank Him for the things. Watch how your life grows. Watch how He starts expanding you and bringing to you, even through other people, your blessings. Okay? So with that being said, I'm for real. I'm gonna end this video now. I'm happy to be talking to you guys. You guys, give this video a thumbs up. Even if you're not subscribed to me, just give this video a thumbs up. Kind of push me through the algorithm. And I will talk to you guys later.